this asshole and get ready to go for the trash mess drama. Yeah, we're fully live, mama.
Piss the fuck off because of your life.
I'm bored. It's still very dry down there.
I can't grow up. I'm just out.
I'm not buying what they're selling.
There you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am. Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to After MAFS Live. Yes, we start another week of shows, and it's special week because it's my birthday week. Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday, and which means I'm probably going to be more loose than ever, which I'm excited about. And you know what, sweet baby angel? This couch is so lonely, just me. So come and sit on the Commit Me couch and we can recommit to each other forever. Anyway, how are you all? I'm a little bit tired today. So, hey, Loz. Lovely to see you all. A lot of people in the chat already. Too early with the happy birthdays. Tomorrow. I did receive a lot of Sweet Baby Angel messages today, but... it doesn't matter what time zone you're in. I don't care, but I appreciate all the messages so far. All right, we have so many things to talk about. Firstly, the question in the poll. Did you buy Harrison's tears tonight? Oh, the tears of a... I was going to jokingly say Sweet Baby Angel, but I can't even do it because it's phenomenal. Hey, Logan. Phenomenal, the performance that we witnessed tonight. And if you missed it, I don't know why you're watching this live show, but it's honestly, you got to see it in full. You just got to see it. It was a performance for women, all women, especially one subgroup who go through an incredible amount of pain, a lot with their bodies. It is a terrible condition. But you know who spoke for them? This particular group. Oh, I can't wait for us all to watch it because it's just the biggest crock of shit I've ever seen. All right. Hey, thank you to everybody who donates to the channel. There is a link in the top of the chat. Yeah, I did my job. Thank you to Jem who donated. I think, Jem, I'm just going based off the email and maybe you wanted to stay completely anonymous. But anyway, this is what they said. Jem said, it is about time that I said thank you. You deserve a Logie. Well, thank you very much. I do act every day. And guys, I'm really not a bad guy. I just pretend to be. For your well-honed skill of focusing comedy and critique. How very sweet. So if you're not a fashion gay or a foodie gay, what brand of gay would you describe yourself? I've talked about this before on the channel. I'm just your regular standard bitchy gay. Yeah, just a little bitch. Nothing fancy, nothing clever about me, just a little bitch. Hello from Poland. I missed your name and I don't think there was any way I was going to say it correctly. Hello to Poland. Yeah, tomorrow I'm thinking like a disco light theme. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Thank you, Judy. That's so sweet. Thank you for your donations. It really does help. And also, early on, I received...
Super chat.
A super chat before it started from the Shan Shu Prophecy. Happy Mardi Gras, Daddy. Let's get into it. Yeah, obviously I didn't... it was good, thank you, Mina. I didn't go to Mardi Gras. I've never been to Mardi Gras before. Again, terrible gay. And it's not because I hate pride. I hate people and groups, huge, large, mass groups of people. So that always, it was tough though because Kylie was on. But I knew that there was no way that I was going to go to that and then be here on Sunday to do this. Because when Daddy gets drunk, and he would have at this because Kylie was on and Charlie XCX, I would have been very hungover for the next week. All right, let's thank you for your donations. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for all your lovely comments. Thank you to everybody who is here today. And happy Pride. You know I'm always pushing the gay agenda. Even when I don't think I'm pushing it, I'm pushing it. Daniela, oh, thank you very much. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. All right, commit me number 3. We're on the couch. Let's just speed through some stuff that didn't really matter. Rupert and Evelyn, they both fine. They stay, yada, yada, yada. I was going to rush through it, but I have a thought. So Rupert was on the couch and the experts decided to have a crack at him for being his awkward, shy self. And it struck me, interestingly enough, because they put him there with Evelyn, knowing full well that she wanted a guy who could take the wheel. And I don't know if Rupert is that guy. But you put him there. So don't be mad at him because he's awkward and shy. Ridiculous. Grow up, Long John. And don't even get me started on you 2 shillings. Also, Ollie and Tani, what more can we say? Both fine. Speaking about what's next in their lives. Great, good for them. Mel and Leighton, fine, I guess. They haven't argued for, 4 days, and that's something to celebrate about. So happy, congratulations to Mel and Leighton for really just pushing through and not arguing. Oh, and people are questioning, yes.
Memo me!
Memo me's at the end.
Memo me!
Already received a bunch. I'm going to have to put limits on them. I'm going to have to because they're really long. It's not because I don't want to hear your whole thoughts. The problem I have is that I have to pre-listen to them and then I'm running out of time to do the show. All right, MMA's at the end. Let's quickly get into Adam and Janelle, the relationship that we all needed to address. If there was a producer that could have got them to stay, I think that producer should have their own series. I don't care what they run, but they deserve it. If they could have pulled that off. Sadly, they didn't. Luckily for us, they didn't, because I don't know if I could do this anymore. Just watch this first.
The cheating was one thing, but it was all the actions that followed. It was just the lack of accountability. It was the lack of apology.
You seemed much more concerned about making peace with Jesse. In fact, what you were doing was justifying. You actually said it wasn't cheating because you were in a bad place with Janelle.
Okay. The mindset where I was at, where I thought we were at in that relationship.
We went in a bad place. I was unaware. And then we had sex that night.
Why did you kiss Claire?
I was on. Can I just be honest, please? I was drunk.
Oh, Adam.
So we were vibing that night. We were
played
just
up that
there was
edit.
just a vibe. So it's like we ended up just going downstairs. She asked me if I wanted to go down and have a vape, and we kissed. Would I have felt better about it if it was a more genuine, real connection, or if it was just the fact that it was just a stupid drunken kiss?
I heard you make comments. You hit on somebody else when you were leaving the bar.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many points of that night, putting the feelers out in every direction you possibly could.
I'm a flirty guy, right?
It wasn't just the moment, it was the entire night.
Well, that's not it at all.
I didn't
That's
come
not
to
it
this
at
experiment
all.
for this. So I wrote, leave.
Good girl.
Good font.
I know that I've hurt you, and for that reason, I'm also going to leave. Very good.
No.
Nobody's going after Adam.
No, it's gonna go.
Nobody.
Look at that sassy little hole, Long John. No one's gonna go for Adam. Oh, no one. Speaks volumes. What a ticket. Yes. You got him, Long John. You put him on the show and then you got him. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. They did do him dirty with his edits, because if you listen to them, they kind of repeat the same thing twice. I'm sure he stammered a lot during the whole thing, so it wouldn't have been. I don't think they needed to add extra ums and ahs and him trying to get to his point. I don't think they needed to do that. That seems like a dick move on the editor's part. But anyway, if anyone deserves it, I don't think Janelle cared that much. But even though Janelle didn't care, that's my personal opinion. At me, if you will. I don't think she was as broken as she's making out. That's my opinion. Again, come for me. Oh, by the way, when you thumbs down the videos and also if you put comments in, even if they're negative, that just helps the channel more. I'm just letting you know. So any reaction is a good reaction. Soz. Also, I had to point out something that Matt sent to us. So while that was all happening, so Sweet Baby Angel Matt, I think Matt Lucas, is Matthew Lucas in the chat. He sent a message as it was airing saying, did you see when Janelle was on the couch? Right, so there she is. And then here's Harrison having a little bit of a look at the couch. Great reaction. The problem is, spot the issue with the edit, Sweet Baby Angel. The problem is this bit. Unfortunately, if we just wait. Can I do that? No, I can't. The problem is, oh, there we go. This bit, this bit here, that's Janelle. So it's not the first, and it won't be the last of the season of just really, truly awful edits. I just think if you're gonna try and fool us, you're gonna need to do better in the acting and also the editing, because more Frankenstein than ever before this season. Maybe we pull it back. I get you've got a narrative that you're pushing, but just try and push the narrative that already exists, because they're going to do dumb shit anyway. So you don't need to amp it up this much. So that happened. They leave. They console Janelle. She's just, oh God, hero edit. And then congratulations to Matt. He's the one who picked it up. I don't care. We didn't care when it happened. Oh, hello. You've come in early. Do you want to come say hi? Hello. Oh, that's a weird angle that you've come on. Hello, Bubby. Thank you. What have you been doing? What have you been doing downstairs? Have you been a good boy? Okay. All right, you're going to have to go now. Now that everyone's seen you, I won't have to call you later. All right. Thank you. Thank you for visiting. Off you go. All right. So thank you to Matt for sending that in. All right, let's get this out of the way because they've been, both of them, in the bin for quite a while on this channel. So in the Love Lab Rat Maze, this, just watch this bit.
This will be Janelle and Adam's last commitment ceremony, 100%. I'll be triggered if either of them write stay. Like, triggered.
Why are you going to be triggered so much, Hunty? Hey, Laura. I don't understand why you're going to be so triggered if they stay. Are you going to be triggered because when you look at Adam, you see your own dodgy TV husband? When you look at Adam, do you think of all the dodgy things your TV husband has done? Why are you so triggered? I'm very confused by that comment deliberately. Like it's so out of context. There needs to be something that makes that make sense to me. Why are you going to be so triggered? Adam didn't do anything to you. Unless you're Alyssa, and then he definitely did something. So because of Bronte feeling unwell, and you'll find out why in a second, because of Bronte feeling unwell, because she was clearly so triggered, Harrison was the one who was going to speak on behalf of the couple. When this was announced, he gave that, I guess it's a smile. Smirk? Let's go smirk. Grimace, maybe? On the couch when this was mentioned. And then everyone needs to stop. I know you could be listening or whatever, or you're driving. Stop and watch the performance of the year. And I know that's a big call from me, but this is the performance of the year.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bronte couldn't be here. She goes through a lot more at that time of the month. I'm not a voice for endometriosis or a woman's biological functions, but she's in a lot of pain and gets very emotional and crying. And,
oh, God.
Sorry. It's just really hard to see her like that. I'm going to try and get through this as best I can. I'm a guy. I don't know what Bronte actually goes through, so I've just got to be supportive and just do whatever I can
Okay, well, I'm not getting a sense that you're being real with us. Stay or leave. What's it going to be?
Well, I wrote stay.
Okay, good.
She wrote stay.
Wonderful. Excelente.
Why are we smiling and saying wonderful? Obviously, I should do this.
And then a hero comes along.
Just when I thought that, and one of my friends has endometriosis, and what a honestly, you women are already up against it, and then a thing like endo exists. So, it's just so awful. But you know what? You're probably sitting there thinking, you know who I want to speak on this issue for every woman who has endometriosis? Harold. Harold is the one who needs to speak on this. And he needs to share what he goes through when he watches Bronte during that time. Oh, I can't. I just can't. Anyway, if you're wondering if the show is fake, now I have to sit here and say, yeah, I'm increasingly this year more than ever, am I sitting here going, none of this can be real. Dr. Harry, here he is. That's insulting to Dr. Harry Cooper, who is an Australian legend, by the way, and not someone. So I just want to point out that that was art. And you know how I know? Because my mum told me once that when you see something and you don't fully understand it, it doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it could be art. Because it's asked you the question, is it good or is it bad? Which means art. And that was art. Oh, dear goodness. Anyway, so they stay just in time for the family's visit over the next 2 episodes, and I cannot wait for that. Oh, God. All right, so let's move on to Sandy and Dan. We knew it was icy because the music was telling us that it was going to be an icy conversation as they walked up to the couch. And then, just watch.
What's going on?
We've had a little bit of turbulence.
I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm not there.
What makes you say that?
Like you don't want to spend time with me, or I don't, because like we had an argument. Dan had been out. Where is he? Why is he out? I haven't heard from him.
I get up really early in the morning, go to the gym. It's my time.
You are gone a lot.
Time.
I'm out every morning. Yeah, absolutely. I'm at the gym. I'm going for a run.
For 6 hours.
What's wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. But we're in an experiment. The experiment is 10 weeks. We need to be maximising our time. That's why we're here.
I am missing the sun, sand and the surf and the beach, and my sunrises at least fill a very important part of my life.
How do you think you've compromised in this relationship? Out and exercising, for instance, 6 hours a day.
No, not 6 hours a day. That was, I went out one day for that 6 hours. Sandy's got the same opportunity to spend that time that Sandy has to do what she wants.
But I mean, I don't want to go out by myself and just do things by myself. I want to do things with you.
Doesn't seem to be much intimacy here in this relationship. You look like you're just friends hanging on in there. Are you sexually attracted to her, Dan?
No, right now, no. The sexual chemistry just isn't there. I think that sexual tension needs to build.
How do you take that?
A little bit of rejection. Part of me feels like he hardly looks at me. I feel like I'm trying. Kissing him when he brings me a coffee, or trying to give him a cuddle and a hug, or even at night trying to cuddle and hug. But then I feel like there's a boundary. Dan doesn't want to go past a certain point either.
Really?
Yeah, that's just how I feel. I'm saying how I feel.
And you should never do that with Dan. All right, here we go. Just caught myself in the monitor. It's my time. The sand, the sun, the women, the illicit affairs, the getting numbers and then lying about it. It's my time. I'm 6 hours away from her, and it's my time. Yeah. Do you get it? It's my time. Sandy has her own time. She can go and do her own thing. If she wants to do that, that's fine. But it's my time. And I was at the gym for all 6 hours. Oh, come on. Come on. I don't know how many times he goes missing, but if you go missing for multiple hours at a time, hey, and if you like someone initially in a relationship, don't you want to spend every second with them, or am I a crazy person? When I met my partner, and don't get me wrong, we can't stand each other now, but but when you first meet them, you're always trying to find a way to be with them. Are you tired? I'll just come over and we'll just watch a television show together. We won't stay up late, 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Like, you do whatever you can, not piss off to the gym for 6 hours. Oh, dear God. If I went to the gym for 6 hours, I would want Hemsworth on me. I was going to, but like, me. All right? You just, come on. So they both write stay even after all that. They're not getting on. I found it interesting that Sandy said that she's making the moves and Dan is now also the one wanting to put an extra brick in the pillow wall between them. So it's very, I don't know, it's susso. All right, let's swiftly move on. Did I say they stayed? Because that was a shocking part too. So how do we say, just play it. Just play it, mate, and then we'll explain the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I really struggled with the compliments I was constantly getting from Hugo. I was getting called adorable and cute, and I did snap at Hugo and I said, anything but adorable and cute. Can you please, if you're going to compliment me, say something that sounds at least genuine?
What would you have preferred to hear?
Something that reflected me a little bit better.
Like what?
Perhaps smart, perhaps quick, driven, those types of things.
He'd only known you for a couple of days, maybe hadn't had time to figure out those qualities yet.
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he could have said, beautiful hair. Maybe he could have said, that definitely doesn't look like extensions. Maybe he could have said, perhaps, God's gift. Maybe he could have said any of these things, but what he said was adorable and cute, and I'm fucking mad about that. How fucking dare he? Does he know I'm from Tassie? I will fucking destroy him. I have torn many a man down, and I will continue to do so.
So, Taylor's Way, which is her podcast, Taylor's Way, Taylor's Method. Oh,
Tailor-made. That's another idea I thought for a podcast.
Honestly, she might say other nice things. A lot of those don't end up in the edit, and I can't tell if she's taking the piss or if she's for real. I can't tell. Again, the show, we're kissing it all goodbye to any of it being real at this stage. But to even get on this show and say, he's giving me compliments, but they're not the ones I want to hear. Oh, my God. And I mean within the hours of meeting him. Oh, she's phenomenal. All right, let's talk about Cuddlegate. So Cam and Lyndall sat on the couch, and we know that we've been missing stuff for quite some time, sweet baby angel. We heard that he was in the doghouse. We didn't really know what for. We know that he was pissed off about her not staying in her lane, and he wants to stay in his lane and don't get involved in anyone else's drama. And although it looks like he might get involved with Taylor.
If Taylor gets her way.
And now, this is just one of the weirdest arguments that you could bring to couch time.
It's been one roller coaster for us. Went to FaceTime with your mum.
She knows that I'm away from my whole support network here. I said, oh, come on, like, she needs a hug. Look at her, she needs a hug. And Cam was like, no, I feel uncomfortable, and kind of got up and left.
Rope, we had a massive blow up. I know it was a hug. All it was a hug. I could have just hugged, but I just felt pressured, and I felt it was unnatural.
I would never want to make anyone do anything that they were uncomfortable with.
I felt uncomfortable. I felt awkward. It was really weird. I found that weird.
Hugging me shouldn't feel unnatural, not a month in here.
It was just weird when your mum was there and your mum's pressuring me to do something.
Like, am I that awful and repulsive that you don't even want to hug me? It made me snap.
It was unnatural.
The one
I'm not hearing any remorse for the fact that she feels so awful. It's still a hug to your wife with whom you have a relationship, who's feeling badly.
Yeah.
Who's needing.
I should have just hugged. I should have just done the hug, but I didn't. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I have struggled throughout this whole experiment. I've been definitely fish out of water throughout the whole lot.
Lyndall's wanting affection. She's needing it.
There are some things that I definitely do need to change. I need to show more affection. I need to you know, pull my head out of my ass and kind of up my game a little bit.
Coming up next on ABC, a follow-up to the shush, the hug. What happens when a man can't even hug his TV wife? Find out on ABC's The Hug.
Oh my goodness. So she needed consoling, and because you have no emotional maturity, you couldn't just think, oh, the person I'm in a relationship with is struggling, I'll just hug them. If my partner's mum had to tell me to give my partner a cuddle because he was struggling, I'd feel like a real shit person if it even got to the stage. You got it, honestly. And then what? Because the mum said on FaceTime, give her a cuddle, and you're like, it felt unnatural because she was watching. What did you think she was going to do with that footage? Put it up on OnlyFans later on? Like, what a weird thing. Yeah, Cam, you're right. It is weird. It's really weird that you just couldn't give her a hug. Honestly, it feels like you don't want to be in a relationship. You want to be a fluff boy. And we got some tip-offs early on in the season. And we know that there's been a bunch of things said about Taylor, maybe your new girlfriend on the outside of the experiment, about how Lyndall's a monster. But what I'm looking at here is somebody who won't even hug their partner because they're not doing great. And remember, she also has a lot of health problems that she's up against. So give her a fucking cuddle. Oh my goodness. Hey,
Super Chat.
Thank you to Run Free Now, Aussie Sheila and Melanin for the wonderful super chats. I really do appreciate it. Bronte is just a bad actor. I agree, Aussie Sheila. Smiley face from Run Free Now. I also agree with the smiley face. There's no way these producers have any respect for us viewers to let Harry be the one to do the spot for women's reproductive health. Now, come on. Who else could we have picked that could have been better? Oh, sorry, did you say a woman? No, you're crazy. All right, and I almost forgot, but how could I when she kept... Does he have hugophobia? If he does, let's talk about that. So Duncan and Alyssa get on the couch. And again, the performative nature, I'm dead inside now. I can't feel anything for anyone because who's real, who's not, just watch.
Some things that came out in the last couple of days. What's going on for you, Alyssa? You seem very emotional. What's going on the inside?
My heart's just beating really fast. It's tough because I just don't understand how he could still be in contact with Adam after knowing what Adam did to Janelle and knowing what Adam did to Jesse. Yeah, it's just really triggering to me.
I also didn't just reach out to Adam.
It's also like Adam's not somebody that you've known for 25 years. It's just somebody
you
that
haven't
you've
known
just
Janelle
met.
for 25
They've
years.
done all these horrible things. Why are you the person to have to reach out to him? Reach out to Jesse. Why Adam when you knew how he made those people feel?
I reached out to Jesse as well, and I stayed in contact with Adam so that I could say stuff to him like, you've got to own your behaviour. Don't bring Janelle into it. Don't bring Claire into it.
You would still continuously speak to Adam. I don't understand. It's like your actions condone what Adam was doing.
I didn't think I'd necessarily done anything too wrong. I think I was trying to get people to own stuff.
Has her reaction to this changed the way you feel about it?
It doesn't change how I feel about Alyssa as a person.
What about as a
it's
partner?
Definitely a hiccup. Hoped that Alyssa could say, I don't agree with you, understand why you probably went and did that. But it feels like I'm in trouble for doing nearly something as bad as what Adam did. The total interaction is 4 or 5 minutes face-to-face and three or four text messages.
And what did you say to him?
He said to me, I heard Alyssa's going to come for me. And I said, yeah, and you deserve it. It's a differing of opinion, and I think you can have different opinions and work through them.
No, you're crazy, Duncan. What, in a partnership, you can have a different opinion to your partner and still not be a total asshole and make him feel like he has done the worst thing possible and cheated on you. Like, it's it's too much. She's too much. And let's just remember, I understand that you were lied to, Alyssa, but let's remember that Janelle and Jesse are the hurt parties in this. Not you, honey. You are not the woman scorned. Unless it comes out at the reunion, and I would bloody love it too, that Claire is this monster who also macked on with Duncan. And maybe that is his secret. What's his secret, Duncan? And maybe his secret is he's just a nice guy and he keeps getting shacked up with women like Alyssa. I saw Janelle come out in the news and out in the media, and she said, everyone, go easy on Alyssa. She was the girl who had my back. I have no problem with your friend having your back. The problem is your friend is making it all about her. And this situation isn't about her. And how could Duncan be a shit person for A, he wanted to tell his friend at the time, Adam, that what he'd done was wrong. But also, are you such a friend if you're just going to kick him to the... I don't know. You don't get to make the rules for him and his friendships. Maybe this explains why you are where you are. Because if you're making such a big deal out of this, a kiss that your Menzies wasn't even involved in, I've got really bad news. You need to calm down. All right, so let's talk about the end bit because what do we say about this? So let's start with the letter. So Jesse received a letter, and then he hugged it in bed. There he is, contemplating what he's going to do with the information in that letter. The letter itself, oh God, I can't. It felt like it went on forever, and I was so bored by it. But no matter what was in this letter, both of you needed to write leave. Have a watch of the couch time.
I found myself keeping him at arm's length. I was carrying that guilt and that shame. I knew I'd done the wrong thing.
There was a lot of vindication, a lot of I knew it. I knew I was onto something.
Claire, can I ask, why didn't you come clean when Jesse first had those suspicions?
I was just afraid, I guess.
It's too hard to believe for me.
Same. Let's not forget that you literally lied to Janelle's face. I still can't get past that.
It's like 5 times now that you've lied, throughout this journey. How do we trust you?
If we can find it in ourselves to forgive some of the other mistakes that have happened, I think
it's the betrayal, it's the gaslighting, it's Adam sitting there on the couch at the first commitment ceremony, Jesse saying, I feel this has happened, and Adam is making him look like a crazy person.
She's owning her mistake. She's apologising. I don't know what else you want from her right now.
I think we're trying to hold her just as accountable as we were holding Adam.
But she's being accountable and coming forward. That is holding yourself accountable. I don't know what else she can do right now.
Well, you know what she could do, Sandy, is just literally fall down and die in front of Alyssa, and it would not be enough. Alyssa is the type of person that if you said the wrong thing once, she would cut you out of her life. It's too much. It is too much. If Janelle was sitting there and going for it, I would go, well, this is your time, honey. Remember, this is going to be your bad bitch era. And I see a lot of looks from you, but I don't hear a lot of words. And I understand that maybe you're not the type of person who is confrontational. Maybe you don't want that. But it's not for Alyssa. And also Mel getting involved. Let's not excuse Mel. Mel's sitting there going, you lied 5 times. It doesn't matter how many times you lied about the same thing. You would all still be just as mad. There is absolutely nothing that she could say that you were never going to accept an apology. So stop pretending the type of people who just sit there and go, well, the apology's not enough. The apology's not enough. Well, fuck off. That's all we've got for you. And I talk about this in the Rehash, which is up there for Patreon. If you're on Patreon right now, you can see the Rehash. Obviously, stay here for this. But I sit there and go, in other past seasons, if you think about the worst characters, if they sat there and gave a genuine apology, wouldn't you instantly feel different about them? If they just sat there and went, you know what, I completely fucked this up. I own that completely. That is not what I wanted to be. So sozzy. Don't say sozzy. You take away the genuine apology. But you get what I mean. If you'd received that from some of those other people who did awful things, then, you know, like, I feel like Olivia, I feel like if she sat there last season and really owned everything and the way she went about it, then, I don't know, it would feel different. Anyway, that's the show. They did the show. Yeah, I watched the Judge Judy thing. It's not that interesting that she was shushed by Judge Judy. Judy does that to a lot of people. All right, what else do we have to talk about before we go? Oh, Evelyn and Andrew Tate. That was big news over the weekend. So maybe just before we hit the weekend, the news dropped in regards to this picture. So that's Evelyn there, and that's Andrew Tate. If you don't know who Andrew Tate is, who needs to... You could try and call him. I think he's currently held in a prison somewhere. Romania, maybe? So this is a photo of them together in Thailand on a holiday. Now, this is what Evelyn had to say about it. We definitely don't keep in touch now. One, he's in jail. Two, he's definitely in my old life, and I think his old life. It all kind of blew up out of nowhere, and I can't believe they found that photo and it's resurfaced. I did not expect that at all. Andrew and I were in the Big Brother house in the UK at the same time briefly, and then he left early. We stayed friends, and then Andrew was in my life, and we were mates or whatever. Sucked a tit or whatever. And he wasn't Andrew Tate that we know today. Well, it's good to know his origin story wasn't always evil. He wasn't this big controversial person that the media goes on about. I think he knows what to say and how to get people rattled. When Evelyn first went on Big Brother, she was 18. And she said, imagine being 18, played with alcohol, and then having cameras in your face and going on live television. I don't think I was mentally in the right place to sign myself up. And yet she still went on MAFS. Anyway, Evelyn did have a great time, because when I was looking for this photo, I found this other one. This is someone called Laura and Evelyn in the Big Brother house, just having a real time. And I don't know who that guy is in the background, but he is also having the time of his life. Anyway, so in case you were wondering, Evelyn is not friends, apparently, with Andrew Tate now. I have to quickly say hello to the Patreon Sweet Baby Angels. Welcome Adele, Rebecca S., Kira, and Wendy G. You have a brand new rehash that is there right now. And also, I'm doing a new series called Watch With Me, where I watch the whole show with you. So it's just like me sitting with you, being that annoying friend. And if you want that in your life, go to patreon.com/rehashed now. Oh, and a lot of people have been messaging me about VPNs and a little bit confused on what they should do and use. I use ExpressVPN. There is a link below to get 3 months extra free. If you use that link, it's automatically added to your cart when you leave. And if you are confused as to why you can't sign up to Channel 9 and their 9 Now service, it's probably because the email that you're using has a country of origin. Just use the VPN, whatever VPN service you use, but check that it's a good one. Use the VPN to set up a different email in the country of origin. That is just a little tip from your daddy. And quickly, let's get to the comment section before we get to your memo me's. You got me by the arse again. Just how I like it. We've got that's a lot of shananas in the middle. Claire would rather leave a hypocrite, and I think Alyssa feels the same. Danny said Alyssa is making a fool out of herself. How bloody hypocritical of her. Didn't she have a 6-month affair with a married man? That is correct. When people say this isn't an excuse from Rosie B, but then go on to use it as an excuse. Thanks for another great episode. You are welcome. Also, Sandy said, hey, Wilko, I request a picture of Ari on the screen behind you, maybe wearing a sassy wig. Well, as you know, as a gay, I would have already tried to put wigs on him, and he does not like that. But we were gifted this by my partner's mum, and I thought maybe, in case he doesn't visit, then maybe that would do. Yeah, are you happy with that? There you go. I can't guarantee it'll be there all the time because I will bump it off. But there you go. Hey, quickly.
Super chat.
Thank you for the super chat to Bonnie. Here's a tip. Let us see a good fake Wilko cry. Oh, a good fake cry. I can't fake cry. I can't. I just can't do it. I'm really sorry. I'll try and work on it. My partner's an actor, so maybe I'll try. I'll learn some skills. What else do I have? Oh, Memo Me's before we go. Memo Me's.
Memo me! Memo me!
This Memo Me has come from Aussie something or other. This was sent through on Discord. So strap yourselves in.
Okay, first Memo Me. Okay, I'm just going to start with Harrison because what the hell was that? That was the most cringeworthy, worst acting performance I've ever seen in my life. Not to mention the fact that he just outed his partner for having their period. Like, what?
What?
That's insane. Everyone, like, the look on John's face, he just knew that was totally fake. Anyway, okay, Alyssa and Duncan was weird. Like, I see problems. Alyssa, to me, feels like she's projecting her own guilt about her past. And, you know, it's common. People who are guilty tend to do that. They get over-invested in moral injustices later on when they've done something really bad in the past. That's the only way that I can possibly explain her over-investment in what's been going on. Like, let it go, girl. Let the couple sort it out for themselves. Melinda and Leighton are boring and they keep talking about fighting and it's never addressed. Lyndall and Cam are clearly in trouble, and I think there's probably going to be a cheating scandal with Cam and Taylor, who's also... Oh, she's so shit. Cam, you can do better. I mean, you've got better. You've got, I think, with Lyndall. Maybe. Depends on whether the rumours are true. Anyway, that's all I got. Next week will be interesting. The parents, jeez. Hugo being like, there's no way I'm going to rank you last. I'll rank you second last. Fantastic. Amazing.
That was it. We ended on an arm. What else have we got here? I should actually turn that off and turn the sassy music on, shouldn't I? All right, so we also... Thank you very much, Aussie. Let's do Miss Melissa. Always keeps it short and sweet.
Hey Daddy, g'day SBAs, it's Miss Melissa Kay here. Sorry I couldn't make it to the live tonight, but I thought I'd give you a memo me because I'm just sitting here watching Harrison, and I know you're not meant to say the F word on YouTube, but fake comes to mind. The fake tears, talking about Bronte like he gives a, shite. Please. Adam, oink oink, still think you're a ridiculous person for treating Janelle the way you did, but this has happened. I'm still sitting here waiting for my date, so I'm going out for dinner. Have a nice night, everybody, and good night.
Ooh, little date! I'm very invested in the date, Miss Melissa Kay. Tell me what happened. Oh, you can't reply right now. Okay, anyway. Deb!
Hey Wilko, it's Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Tonight's episode, Harrison with his fake tears about Bronte's endometriosis, and I'm a man, I don't understand. Of course you don't understand. You're a man. You wouldn't survive what she's going through. Trust me. Move on. Alyssa, I think she knew the wife of the man she had an affair with, and she gaslit the wife into thinking nothing was going on. You don't get that upset and affronted by people you've known for a week lying to someone else. It just doesn't make sense. Jesse and Claire, kind of wished that Claire wrote leave as well to let Jesse go. Jesse showed how a real adult deals with stuff like this. Accepted the apology. He's ready to move on. Let's just shift out. Let's wait to see what happens tomorrow when it's Meet the Parents. Bye.
Thank you, Deb. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it because it was so ridiculous, but saying stay after he said leave. They let Disney Dad go, but they expect old mate to stay. He shouldn't have been on the show in the first place. He's clearly not mentally strong enough to be there. And then he's had every insecurity, brought out at him and then some validated. Doesn't excuse his behaviour for all the Jessie fans. I'm still not excusing him acting like a fuckhead. Some of the things he said to women, but, oh, come on, let him go. Let him go. And before we go, Nicholas. Now, Nicholas, Camera Agent, you're going to have to cut yours down to a minute. I'm setting a new rule. Everyone's going to be under a minute. Oh, my goodness.
You knew this was going to happen, right?
I don't know.
Anyway, getting straight into it. Janelle and Adam, nothing to add from me, but what's with the grooms walking out of the building like a defeated Disney villain? Weird vibes. Next, Alyssa and Duncan. All I have to sing is dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust. Dun, dun, dun. This is gonna come back and haunt them and stab them both in the back. Moving on. Leighton and Melissa. One of the two loved up couples. Next, Ollie and Tani. The second of the two loved up couples. Next, Harrison. Is this an audition piece for NIDA? Because, honey, none of us are buying what you're selling at the moment. Seriously. Next, Rupert and Evelyn. We're really going for the whole Rupert is a nervous wreck angle, aren't we? Weird. Moving on. Sandy and Duncan. Show me this goddamn argument. Jeez. Stop showing me Sydney and the goddamn rainwater like I haven't been outside in 69 years. Come on, Enderbowl. Next, Hugo and Taylor. Okay, I admit, Tay-Tay from Tassie is a bit cray-cray, but she just reminds me so much of myself. I can't help but draw to her. Sue me. But that laugh from Cam. Scandal, maybe? We don't know. Next, Linnell and Cam. I don't know how I feel about this relationship anymore. I'm done with it. They're either going to get no screen time or all the screen time. Next, Jessie and Claire. POV, you kiss someone like that wasn't your partner for 3 seconds and get treated like you're a horrible person by the other girls for that entire week. Ballsy decision from Claire, though. And that's my thoughts, wrapped up in 2 minutes. Bye!
Now, you got to wrap it up in 1 minute, which means you're going to have to pick and choose who you talk about and how many times you say, next! Thank you so much for your memo, Mies. I think that's it. Tomorrow, I'm going to hope it's a great episode, because if it's a bad episode, I'm not going to do it on my birthday. Obviously, the Rehashed will still be there on Patreon, but I'm going to hope it's a good one. It looks like it'll be a good one, but I'm just going to hope for that. I think that's it. Thank you to everybody with the super chats and everyone who has done direct donations. What else do I need to tell you? No, that's it. Oh, the poll. I need to wrap the poll up. You know how I love a poll. Did you buy Harrison's tears tonight? Oh my God, people said yes, I felt for him. Oh shit. Well, that just goes to prove that the people who watch this channel are not fans. That's crazy that people thought that was real. No, they were not real. 95%. Yes, I felt for him. 4%. Out of so many votes. Wow, that's so interesting. All right, I've got to go. Hopefully I'll be here. We'll see what the episode brings us. And if it is, Daddy expects lots of birthday presents. No, I don't. It's fine. I'll see you tomorrow, but you left.